Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It is still July 31st, 2025, and I'm back with a message. Hope you're doing well. So, a masculine was saying, when I feed there, then I So they're talking about their feeding practices. It sounded like a vampire. They're talking about a dancer or calling someone one. So this vampiric entity goes to the dance clubs and feeds there, and something happens. I don't know. There must be something about the energy that they were having a talk about, but I didn't get to hear that part. A curator is talking about a counterfeit. Earlier, I had a vision of a cadaver at the morgue or whatever, and someone was lifting the lip up, looking at the teeth. The teeth were all rotten. It's as if they were in need of a cadaver so that they could have a misfortunate accident story for a k.i.d. nap victim. One plays a character and the other is real, someone said. So apparently there is a person out there who is the real deal, and then there's also somebody out there playing a character. Now, the real deal is going to have the 7 directions within their body, within their vessel, and you're going to see them move through them, either subtly or explosively at times. They'll have the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. The character will be consistent in their performance of a particular linear sort of way of being. They will never, ever show the bad and the ugly unless they're in the shadow, because they act like little angels in the light, when everybody's looking. But in the shadows, they're so freaking low vibrational and cruel. So one's playing a character and the other is real. There's maximum somebody was saying. So maximum something. They were talking about it's like they had to reach a certain level in order to get something to function properly, like power up or something. I heard you talking about that, one masculine said to somebody. She wants She's stronger than I thought she was, he said. What's wrong with that? A younger masculine said. And he said, she's the savior. Someone's perception of a woman seems to be in error, or someone is trying to skew that perception, to manipulate, to gaslight, to spin a story and drive the mind. They're accusing her of having venom in her because she finds this tyrant, sex trafficking, brutalizer of the feminine disgusting. Their words of love are accompanied by the energy and intention of hate. And they say she has venom in her because she loathes them. They're disgusting. She doesn't want to serve them. And they're very mad. They think that she should be kind to them, turn the other cheek, allow them to stick her with the knives continuously throughout the next many cycles of the new chapter. They're very angry, and they're trying to convince people that she doesn't deserve to wield her own life force energy and gifts that were divinely given to her, because she won't cater to or give respect to their abuses. She won't recognize any kind of authority in them because they have mishandled authority. It appears they may have flipped this younger masculine. They're asking about her medicine. They think because she's taking a pharmaceutical that she's not natural and therefore disqualified. Be aware of the youngers. It sounds like these enemies have recruited a spy and a saboteur. At 11:11, somebody's saying she's the daughter of the lion. There's something about organic, or they're calling somebody organic. One of these masculines is complaining about the attitude of a feminine. And he's a bitchin', projecting his own whining little attitude onto her. How can they possibly complain about her attitude when these ones have been RAPing the world? They might show up here, somebody said. Earth angel, another said. These ones are talking about fire. He taught her ... So it sounds like somebody taught this feminine how to work with the element of fire. Several of these masculines are talking about separating her from her protection. And it's just so sad listening to this group of masculines strategizing on how best to harm this woman, to remove her protector, her friends, her family, and command her gifts, her energy, her mind, her life, her story. These brutalizers. Think they deserve the purity and the energy and the gifts of this high value feminine simply because she finds them vile and doesn't want anything to do with them. These ones are talking about a weight limit. So it sounds like they've been doing gluttony spells, midnight snack spells, eat really poorly, bunch of donuts and stuff spells. They're trying to get somebody fat, and they're trying to get somebody disqualified. They're trying to say she has venom in her. They're trying to say she's obese. So they're trying to cook up some of those deadly 7 sins or whatever and have her accused and, sentenced and rejected. It's all manipulation. It's all magic, and it would never exist if it were not for this stuff. They're imposing their desire to harm this person onto her life. At 1:10, one of these masculines said, "She's heavier than I thought she was." So this woman's in her bed at 1 a.m., surrounded by unseen masculines, talking about her weight, her body, trespassing in her most sacred space, her sleeping quarters, disrespecting her privacy, and her body in the privacy of her own bedroom and while she's sleeping. Complaining about her attitude. Sounded like the curator said, "You don't set the trap, So they're playing with traps and they're trying to trap somebody, but apparently you don't set the trap. You do something else strategic. One of these masculines said, "I keep hearing the alarm go off." So something has been reported. Somebody said scorpion, and another said low vibration. So they could have found a Scorpio, but they have deemed it as of a low vibration, and maybe they like that. I mean, these ones tend to enjoy feasting on the lower vibratory energies. It's the field your body is comfortable working in. So it could be that somebody has been sentenced with a vibratory state that is of very low vibration. It could be that those who've been harvesting the high vibrational energy and wearing it like a cloak while having a heart of black oil, tar, death energy, basically working in it, sending it out, disrupting people's lives, making them sick. So somebody may have been convicted and sentenced to a life of low vibration, as a scorpion maybe. It's the field that their body is comfortable working in, or maybe they're just wanting to harvest it because that's the energy that they are comfortable working in. Someone's out there using seer's stones into the lives of others. These ones really want to disturb or disrupt a connection between a divine feminine and her counterpart, her protector. It seems like these pretenders are falling away. And there's something about a yoke. This is the message that I have for you. And I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.